How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel for an exciting new video. Today we're going to be going over some really cool stuff for Jedi Fallen Order. As some of you may be aware, the mods for Fallen Order have been really ramping up lately with some really cool stuff. There are Darth Vader mods, there's Darth Maul mods, mods that turn stormtroopers into clones. Hell, there's even mods that let you play as Savage Opress or fight Savage Opress and Darth Maul. It is just absolutely ridiculous. And I've also managed to find a mod that gave me a black lightsaber, but isn't quite the darksaber. And if that wasn't enough, I also got to push both Jedi Fallen Order and my PC to its absolute limit by messing around with some cheat software to basically make it so I can do whatever the hell I want with Fallen Order's new modes. And I've got to say, if you guys have ever wondered what it's like to fight 100 Ogdo Bogdos, well, we'll get into that later in the video. Moral of the story, guys, I have been having a ton of fun with Fallen Order, so today I plan to go over some of the most insane stuff I was able to do, and you can as well. Now, if this video goes down well and you guys really like it, I will happily make more videos like this one. Mods really are the future for both Battlefront 2 and Jedi Fallen Order, so like I said, if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, then I'll definitely be making more videos like this. So yeah, please enjoy it, guys, because this stuff is fun as hell to do. Now, just before we get into the good stuff, for those of you who have been supporting my second channel, a new video went live over there yesterday, and it would be amazing if you could go check it out, show the channel some love, and you know, all that good stuff. And while you're at it, if you are new to this channel, then feel free to subscribe to the channel for more Star Wars gaming content as we push on to 100k subs by the end of the year. But now anyway, let's just get into this because there's lots of just insane stuff that we're going to get to in this video. Now, I've been seeing over the past few months that there's been some really cool Jedi Fallen Order mods in the works. One that I did see was Cal Kestis turning into the Joker, as the actor that plays Cal does actually play the Joker in the TV show Gotham. So that was probably the coolest mod I had seen for Fallen Order, but I never felt like it was actually enough to ever start making videos on. But over the past, I'd say, month, things have really ramped up for the modding in Jedi Fallen Order, and me being the complete PC noob that I am, it took me a bit of time to get everything working as intended, but I finally got there in the end. So I have been trying out the best mods that Jedi Fallen Order has to offer, and also some that are just horrible and are straight up nightmare fuel, as some are a little bit rough around the edges. But they do create for some pretty funny moments. I'm not gonna lie, like the first time I saw this, I nearly cried. Now, the first thing I put to the test was Darth Maul against 100 stormtroopers, and that was really fun, but then it gave me a big brain idea. The Clone Wars Season 7 had Maul absolutely slaughtering clones, so I activated the mod that turns all Imperial stormtroopers in the game into clones. So in the Battle Arena mode, I was able to take Darth Maul up against 100 clones. Now, for those wondering, I used a software called Cheat Engine, which basically allowed me to have infinite points so I could spawn in as many clones as I pleased. And it doesn't stop at just clones, but we'll get to that later. Now, I had to actually turn the difficulty down a little bit, as 100 versus 1 is kind of cruel, even if you are Darth Maul. Now, my PC actually managed to cope half decent with this. I had some frame rate drops, as to be expected when you've got 100 clones running around. Some of them had a funny falling animation that they were constantly in, so it did get kind of glitchy. But I tell you what, it was so satisfying to pull out the double red saber and just go absolutely ham on clones as Darth Maul. This is honestly why modding is the future for Fallen Order. It's actually ridiculous how much fun you can have. But I of course didn't stop there. I decided to put the latest Darth Vader mod to good use and took on 100 clones with Darth Vader. I also took on 100 stormtroopers with Darth Vader as well for a bit of era realism. Now, the Darth Vader mod isn't as good as the Darth Maul one, as it is a work in progress, but putting up Vader against 100 clones and stormtroopers was still just insane. I was really channeling those Rogue One hallway scene vibes, as you can see by my force chokes. Like, doing that kind of stuff with a Vader mod, it's never not satisfying. Like I said, the Vader mod isn't exactly, you know, all that flash, and I went through some cutscenes with this mod active, and yeah, it just it wasn't all that good once Cal started talking. And after I slayed all of the clones with Darth Maul and Vader, I decided to go up against, I think it was 6 or 7 Darth Mauls, and it was so difficult. They of course adopt Cal Kestis's ability, so you get constantly frozen, and it just ends up being pretty annoying, to be honest. So once that annoyed me enough, I tried to spawn in 100 Darth Mauls, and it absolutely annihilated my PC. Like, I have a pretty beefy PC, and it could not cope with 100 Darth Mauls running around. A lot of them actually just glitched out, which was pretty funny, but yeah, it was definitely an experience nevertheless. Now, me and my big brain decided to do another big brain play, and that was to traumatize everyone who watches this video by putting 100 Ogdo Bogdos up against Cal Kestis. Now, I knew this was going to be an absolute nightmare before it even started, and as you can see by the footage in the background, it completely destroyed my PC. Like, even my PC is scared of Ogdo Bogdo. But I didn't give up there. I decided that wasn't going to stop me, so I reduced the amount of Ogdo Bogdos to a point where the game ran well, and then 10 minutes of Cal Kestis versus Ogdo Bogdo carnage ensued. And it got to the point where I just had to cheese it and spammed Cal's double lightsaber because it was the only way to do it. Seriously, if your PC can actually run when there is 100 Ogdo Bogdos on screen, then I wish you good luck in the afterlife, because that was terrifying. For some reason, Ogdo Bogdo jumps all over the place when all of this is going down. He kind of like floats up in the air, so that's a bit of comic relief amongst the carnage that did give me a pretty good laugh. It was actually a pretty common reoccurrence with a lot of these mods. A lot of them straight up just ended up being more funny than anything. Now, I did mention at the start of the video about the Savage Oppress mod. Now, I have to say, this mod is very impressive, and I actually wouldn't mind rocking it all the time. The detail for this mod is actually pretty crazy, and there is a mod in this game that allows you to replace Cal Kestis with Darth Mauls, so you just know that I had to fight Darth Maul using Savage Oppress. And I did not drop the difficulty for this, so it actually was really hard. You don't realize how cheesy Cal's moveset is in this game until you fight him straight up. As of course, like I said before, Darth Maul adopts all of Cal's moves, as it's just a straight skin replacement. Like, honestly guys, if you do want a good challenge and do have access to a PC that can run some decent mods, then I do recommend you go up against multiple Cals or Darth Mauls. And even if you're on console, just go up against Cal Kestis. It's a good challenge on the right difficulty. I actually find him harder to fight than any of the other lightsaber users in the game. He is fairly difficult, at least, you know, in my opinion. But if you do want to just have some fun with these mods, then just drop the difficulty to story mode and just go your hardest. But don't forget that no matter how difficult it might be to fight against Cal in this game, just remember that for some reason he stops every 20 seconds to play with his hair. I feel like it straight up is just bait, because he just dodges any lightsaber swing you send his way when he's fixing his hair anyway, but oh well, it's still pretty funny. Now, I am currently still screwing around with a bunch of different mods and cheats to create just a bunch of crazy stuff to have some fun with in this game, and I really have to say that between the new mods added to Fallen Order and the mods that are taking over the game right now, Fallen Order is like so worth your time to jump back in and start enjoying. I know a lot of you guys have already completed Fallen Order, but even if you don't have a PC and can't mod, I still think it's going to be well worth your time to jump back in and enjoy the new challenges that the game has to offer. But if you don't and just want to see me mod the hell out of the game and make everything all funky and weird, then that's cool too. But you know, I really must say, I feel like a second life has been brought into Jedi Fallen Order, and this game has so much potential still, which is pretty insane. So like I said earlier in the video, if you guys do want to see more of these types of videos, and you know, if this video does reasonably well, I think I might make this an ongoing series on the channel going forward. And I might even jump into some mods for Battlefront 2, so I mean, if you want to see that, then be sure to drop a like on the video. Now, if you guys are enjoying this video and do want to see more of these weird Fallen Order videos, then make sure you comment down below what weird things you want to see me do next, and I may just end up doing that in the next video. It could be Cal Kestis versus 100 ATSTs, Darth Maul versus bounty hunters, 50 Darth Mauls versus 50 Second Sisters. Hell, a lightsaber battle royale. Let's get creative with it and let's get weird. So guys, be sure to go ahead and let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and remember to check out the second channel for my latest video over there. And as for this channel, be sure to subscribe with those notifications on. I did check and only like 20% of subscribers have notifications enabled, and that makes me cry because YouTube is broken at the best of times. So be sure to click that bell and drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it. But that's just about going to do it for this video, guys. So thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all again in the next one.